Welcome to Psalm 65. I've called this one Involved, and you'll see why as we get into it. It's a Psalm of David, it's a song. And as he begins, he says, "Praise is due to you, O God, in Zion. To you shall vows be performed. O you who hear my prayer, to you shall all flesh come." Now, let's just pause and anticipate what this psalm is going to do for us. It's a song, so perhaps it's going to give us reason to sing. It's certainly saying that praise is due to you, so maybe after reading this psalm, we will want to praise God. And hopefully, after reading this psalm, we will want to pray to God as well. He's a God who hears prayer. Let's walk through it. And as we get going, I'm going to start to notice the same thing happening throughout, which I think will help us to see where we're going here. So when iniquities prevail against me, you atone for our transgressions. Blessed is the one you choose and bring near to dwell in your courts. We shall be satisfied with the goodness of your house, the holiness of your temple. Let's just go on to a clean page here. By awesome deeds, you answer us with righteousness, O God of our salvation, the hope of all the ends of the earth and of the farthest seas. The one who by his strength established the mountains, being girded with might, who stills the roaring of the seas, the roaring of their waves, the tumult of the peoples, so that those who dwell at the ends of the earth are in awe at your signs. And so we've got here this theme that I'm kind of drawing out, and it's basically the active nature of God. By your awesome deeds, the one who by his strength established, who stills, in awe at your signs. God is actively involved in this world. Let's go on. You make the going out of the morning and the evening to shout for joy. You visit the earth and water it. You greatly enrich it. The river of God is full of water. You provide their grain, for so you have prepared it. You water its furrows abundantly, settling its ridges, softening it with showers and blessing its growth. You see how actively God is involved in creation. You crown the year with your beauty. Your wagon tracks overflow with abundance. The pastures of the wilderness overflow. The hills gird themselves with joy. The meadows clothe themselves with flocks. The valleys deck themselves with grain. They shout and sing together for joy. And so you've got this involvement of God in creation, both originally and ongoingly. All that he does, there's just this activeness to what God does, leading to kind of the creation sustaining itself as well, and kind of existing in light of that. And bottom line, even creation itself shouts and sings together for joy. So I want to encourage you, read through Psalm 65, read it through a few times, and notice God's active involvement. Now, if God is actively involved, then he is a God who has power. Yes, he is a God who hears. A God who has power, who hears, who cares, who knows what's happening, is a God that is worthy of our praise. We should join with creation, shouting and singing together for joy. Singing, praising, praying to him. I encourage you to enjoy Psalm 65. There's a lot more in it. We've just noticed one feature, the active involvement of God. But enjoy Psalm 65 and then share your highlights with others. Share the psalm with somebody else that might appreciate what it has to say. And certainly share your response with God. That seems to be what the psalm is saying. Respond to him who is actively involved in this world.